What should I do? My child is being bullied in school and no one seems to care.
It is so common for me to get phone calls and inquiries and angry statements from parents, frustrated and in horrible pain because their child is being bullied and they feel the school is doing nothing. There are two very difficult truths that we have to confront here. The first is that the very best bully prevention programs known to man that are in use, that are being rolled out in schools with a lot of resources, are accomplishing somewhere between a 30 to 40% reduction in bullying. That's all. So that even if your school was doing everything they should be doing, the international standard suggests that there still would be quite a lot of bullying that we as parents and that our children and students would have to deal with. So yes, there are things your school could be doing, but no, that's not necessarily going to solve your child's problem. The second very difficult truth we have to deal with is that not all problems are bullying. Some of this aggression, as we dealt with earlier, is not bullying and won't respond to anti-bullying programs. But even more importantly, parents and schools are almost always of like mind about their goals and purposes. They want to educate children. They want to create healthy children. But there's one place where parents and schools diverge in their goals. The parent's goal is always, and it should always be, to protect the interests of their one child. The school's interest must always be to protect the interests of all children. So most of the times, those things go together. But sometimes in bullying instances, you might say, well, I need my child isolated for, or I need total attention and supervision provided to my child in order for X or Y or Z to happen. And a school cannot do that without sacrificing the service that it provides to all of the other students in the building. That's issue one. The other is a legal issue that very often parents will not know and will never be able to know how much a school is doing to deal with a bullying problem. And the reason is that the school by law is banned from sharing information about how they handle any student other than your child with you. Think about if the shoe was on the other foot. You would not want the school telling any other parent how your child is being disciplined or what they know about your child or how your child is struggling. So a school might be taking very appropriate and serious actions towards a known bully, but they can't tell you that. And another complication is that I've said that most bullying is witnessed, but not by adults. So that a lot of the information that comes to a school comes to them by hearsay. Can and should a school take action against a student based on the reports of other students when no adult saw it? There also is a dangerous precedent. What if a group of students ganged up against your child, went to administration and said, your child did X, Y, or Z? Based on those rumors with no evidence, no physical evidence, and no staff witnessing it, would you want the school to take action? That's the dilemma that many schools find themselves in. Sometimes they may be hearing all kinds of information. They may want to act, and it may look as if they're doing nothing, but they're being cautious. The last thing I'll say about this is that bullying is tricky. Very often, the first thing we want to do is actually the worst thing we could do. You know, a child who is not socially integrated at recess and is being teased and alienated and ostracized. It's very tempting to say, oh, let's throw an adult in there to play with that child or to be with that child or to protect that child. But in fact, that's going to further alienate. It's going to further mark that child as different or weird or unusual. So we have to be really careful about how we intervene and what we do. And the best interventions I've seen at times have been ones that schools are doing really without the the expressed knowledge of many people, but the people who need to know, and it's having an impact.